Book Chat, and we're going to be talking about YA series. I'm Sasha.
I'm Natasha.
And I'm Tiernan.
So I want to start off this segment about talking about what are your guys' favorite series and why you love reading the series that you love.
So we're categorizing in this segment that a trilogy is a series. It is technically a trilogy, but we do have 3 books, and it does further on the series. One of my favorite series is Red Rising by Pierce Brown, and there's actually going to be a spin-off or continuation of the series now. He's writing 20 years in the future, and it is one of my favorites because of the heart-pounding action and the twists, and you're just constantly baffled by everything that is going on in that book series, and I'm really excited to see what he's going to do with the characters now, like 20 years later.
One of my favorite trilogies. I think a great trilogy has one big thing that's going from the beginning of the first book to the end of the third book. You know, it's different from when you have, you know, a big epic book that, oh, now we can have a follow-up, you know, later on and just have a sequel. But to have a trilogy where the story is going through all 3 books, I think is really exciting. And a great example of that, I think, is Across the Universe by Beth Revis.
Oh, I never read that
which
one.
is still so underrated. It slipped by so many people's radars, but I loved that trilogy so much.
It's like sci-fi, right?
Yeah.
It is sci-fi. So yeah, she wakes up in space, and she was cryogenically frozen, and she wakes up early, and that is the issue that
it's like Passengers.
Right, but Passengers is like that.
Yeah. I was thinking about the series, and of course my go-to answer for my favorite book is Outlander, but I have not read the full series, so I cannot say that. But, you know, my series taste has changed, and I haven't read, like, a full-on series in quite a while. I think I would have to go with A Court of...
Wait, that's the last one.
That's the last one.
Thorns and Roses.
That's one of my favorite ones as of right now, but, you know, I would love to say Outlander, but I still have yet to read the rest of them.
What about, like, your thoughts on, like, the Shatter Mead trilogy that's now becoming a series?
They did the same thing with the Mortal Instruments series. It was originally supposed to be 3 books in a trilogy, but they extended it onward to, like... You know, I read those books when I first got into young adult fiction.
Okay, wait, which ones are we talking about?
Shatter Me.
Okay.
Shatter Me, we're talking about.
Get me confused.
That's why, you know, when they announced these next few books, like, I loved Tahereh's writing. I think she's a beautiful author, and she is an amazing writer, but I was shocked by them, you know, putting more books into that series after such a gap of time. But I'm all for it, but I'm really excited to see how her writing has evolved since the past 3 books. Yeah. Duologies are also underrated, even though they, there are quite a few of them, but you don't see many of them, really. I was shocked to see that the Six of Crows duology was a duology.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah, it's just 2 books. 2 books, and that's it. Yeah, and
I think that's so cool.
What standalone would you want to see as a series? Okay, I have one.
Did you read Coldest Girl in COLDTOWN?
Yes, I was just about to say that.
Really?
Wow, it's Holly Black's book. It's about modern vampires, and vampires are known to the world. It's kind of like True Blood in a way. And basically, this girl goes into like a vampire compound and like tries to survive, and it's just really interesting.
I know. Soundless by Richelle Mead. Wanted that to be a series because I wanted to know more about this world that took place in, and oh my gosh, please write it.
How many of the Outlander books did you guys read?
I read the first 3.
I'm on the 3rd book.
You're like mid.
Yeah. Well, honestly, I know that in the series, I'm not going to spoil anything, but I know that like the characters kind of evolve to the point where there's newer characters that are the main characters and kind of are one-on-one with Jamie and Claire.
So it's kind of like, because Outlander is like a romance, but also like it has like fantasy elements in it, like historical.
It has fantastical elements in it that aren't actually explained until the very last book, and she has not told us what it is yet. So the last book is not out yet.
And also, like, there's Harry Potter. That is something that like everyone wants to see more of.
A series that I thought would be a good standalone. I think the idea is good as a series, but I don't think it worked out very well. It was Maximum Ride.
Yeah,
did you guys read those?
No, I didn't read them.
They're right here.
It's a fun idea, and I think the first book like really killed it, but the series didn't work for me.
Didn't you watch the movie?
I did watch the movie.
And?
Let's not.
Another really good series that I love is the LUNAR Chronicles, and that one focuses on characters, but the characters are just, they keep adding.
I haven't read those.
You haven't?
No.
They're so good.
Really
it's like fairy tales in space, like Star Wars.
I know, everyone's always telling me about it.
Yeah, they're really cute. There's like Rapunzel and
Winter. This is just a bunch of chit-chat.
Chit-chat?
Chit-chat?
Chit-chat? Chit-chat.
Chit-chat.
Hey everybody, J.D.Netto here, And the reason why I chose to write a series instead of a standalone was just because of the scope of the story that I had and how much time I needed to tell the story well. I always knew that my story was going to expand into 4 books, 5 with the novella, but a series allows the characters to be developed well, it allows the author to tell the story better, and it just allows for awesome world building, and it just allows the reader to connect with the characters better. So that's why I chose to write a series.
Alright, in this game we're going to be testing our artistic abilities. We're going to be drawing book covers and we're going to have to guess what each person's drawing. Are you guys artistic?
Yeah.
I know you are.
Yes, but I don't draw.
But yeah.
Okay, who wants to go first? Sasha, you're going first.
Tyler gets ready.
Yep.
Yeah.
Zenith.
Yeah!
Totally unexpected.
So unexpected. I really threw you guys off there.
Well, I should have let you finish it.
No, that was pretty much all the cover of the test. Just offer anybody.
Okay.
What is happening? What are you doing? This looks like a cigarette.
And
Is that smoke?
Tiernan, what the heck is that?
It looks like a cannon
It
now.
looks like a can of paint.
Harry Potter. I need help. Your drawing is terrible.
No sense. Oh,
Yeah,
Breaking
that
Dawn!
yes.
That is not Breaking Dawn.
What the heck? What the heck?
No, it's not.
Checkerboard.
No, it's not. No.
I look like a can of paint and a carrot. And ignite me. Shatter me.
Aragon.
Yeah.
Aragon?
Shatter me.
I was like ignite me.
That was too easy.
Giant eye on the cover. Like there's only one giant eye. Okay.
Okay, smash them again.
Oh gosh, all the ones that I want to use, like you guys will have no idea what it is.
Why do we draw a square when the whole easel is a square?
Why do we put ourselves in boxes?
Thorns and Roses.
Yes.
Is that an arm?
That was gonna be an R.
Okay. This is gonna be really good. Okay. So
I'm
this is
actually
the-
nervous about this.
This is the book.
Okay.
Ooh, brown.
Hunger Games.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like circle and arrow.
Thanks for not making me draw a bird. That was my next step.
That's not a bird.
My turn. I want to do a book that you guys aren't going to guess easily.
The Giving Tree.
Wow, that is not how a hand...
Twilight.
No. Life and Death.
Yes!
Woo!
I was not gonna get that, okay? I
Yeah.
was not gonna get that. That's great. That was a good one.
Thank you very much. Right.
Hey, so we do not know who the winner is. Do we know who the winner is?
No.
Okay, guys, I was the winner.
We all came in
We
last.
all came in last place. Everybody's the winner here.
There we go.
But thank you all so much for watching this episode of Book Chat. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And make sure to subscribe down below. Give it a red
Big
button.
thumbs up.
Yes, and we'll see you next time.